let me be on his podcast starring me, Soraya, and Shayla. Shayla is one of my very good friends, and she is the third guest on my podcast. So, Shayla, tell me about you. Like, plug in your handles, whatever.
Yeah, I'm Shayla. Look, I'm me. I have a TikTok formerly known as Shay the Gemini. I changed it to Shay the Foodie, but she'll drop that in.
Of
But
course.
yes, I make Charlotte content. So if you're in the Charlotte area,
Yes.
Rock Hill area.
Yes. Y'all, Charlotte is such, a great area, has a lot of
Mm-hmm.
hidden gems. So I'm always looking for like content and stuff to like,
Yeah.
go out there and, find some fun things
And
to
I got
do.
you. So.
Guys, I'm serious. I'm like, let me see what Shay has posted today. But yeah, I've known Shayla for how long have we known each other?
A few years now. I was thinking about that on the way here. I was like, when did I meet you?
I think we met freshman year, but we
Mhm.
didn't really like become friends until like
Senior.
yeah.
Senior.
Really like we hung out a couple of times, but we didn't really get like kind of close until senior
Yeah, and it
year.
was kind of like I always like knew of you, but never really like spoke to you. But I was like,
that
oh,
part.
I know her. Like,
Yes.
so.
So I'm really, really glad that she's in my life. We have such good memories and we have such good times together. So thank you
And
so
more
much.
memories to make.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So I'm super excited that she's on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Thank you for having
And
me.
of course. So today's topic is going to be um, the self-love journey with a focus on locks, as you can see. But before we get into that, let's do your grade of the week. So what would you give your grade?
Whew, this week was challenging. I
Mm-hmm.
would say it wasn't terrible. So I would say a C,
Okay.
about a C average. I was just very tired, very
Mm,
fatigued this whole week, and I felt like I wasn't really getting the necessary the rest I needed.
I feel you.
So yeah, but this weekend I have a 3-day weekend, so
Okay, yes.
rest is definitely top
Yes,
priority.
for sure. I think I would give my. I wish there was like a letter between like a B and a C because I feel like I'm like
Mm,
on the verge of that.
like a B minus.
Um, yeah, we could do a B
B
minus. Let's
minus.
do a B minus. I think that it's best definitely a better week from last week
Mm,
as terms of like stressfulness and being tired. I was still a little stressed this week because I have a lot of paperwork that I had to catch up on, but most of it, like I feel like it was pretty all right.
yeah.
And I just love when like the weeks go by like really, really fast. Like I'm so
Mm.
glad it's tomorrow's
It went by
Friday.
fast to you. For
It
me, oh
did.
my gosh, it was a drag. It was a. I was like, there's no way. Yesterday I thought it was Thursday. I was just like, it's a lot.
That's the worst feeling. And like you think it's Friday, it's really Thursday. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
but tomorrow's Friday.
We made it.
If she's already at the weekend, 3-day
Yes.
weekend. I have a short day tomorrow, so we're
Yeah.
fine. We're fine. But okay, so back to the topic. So today's topic is self-love journey with the
Mhm.
focus on locks. I really wanted to sit down with somebody, one who inspired me to lock my hair first off, and then I wanted to just talk about how my self-love journey, how her self-love
Mhm.
self-love journey has come from starting your locks to now, how it was before. So how was your self-love? Like, how was your self-esteem before you started your locks?
Mhm.
Just in general.
Well, growing up, I always struggled with self-esteem. Being a dark-skinned girl
Mhm.
obviously played like a major role into that.
Mhm.
I never really saw myself as much value or worth. And I didn't have any love really for myself. And when other people would tell me things or give me compliments, like I would never believe them. Like,
Mhm.
what? And I think that stems from me not giving that to myself,
Mhm.
or having that given to me, someone pouring into my cup. So, yeah, it was pretty rough growing up, I would say.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that.
Yeah.
Um, go as soon as like being a dark skinned girl as well,
Mhm.
like just being around, light skinned people and, a white community, like it was
Right.
very like hard to not compare yourself to those other people for sure.
Definitely. And my mom and sister actually are fair skinned. They're very
Mhm.
much lighter than me. So like we
Mm.
would go out in public and I always felt like I looked like the stepchild or just like, someone that's not even a part of the
Mm.
family. So that was
Mm.
kind of hard to friends and people just be like, oh, like you're dark skinned, but your mom and your sister are like lighter. Like what happened? And so
Mm.
that really took a toll
I
on
got
me.
you. I got you. Yeah, I think that I don't know. I really, like I said in my other podcast, like I wanted to be a lighter skin color. Like I just, like
Oh yeah,
growing
girl.
up, I did
I did some
not.
crazy things to try to be
What?
like,
What do you mean?
girl. I'm gonna
What?
put myself out there. It was a girl I knew in school, and she was like, "Yeah, I started like washing with bleach to
No
make me lighter." She's like, "It's
way.
working." So, girl, I didn't. Yes, it
Mm-mm.
went that deep, y'all. It went
That's
that
wild.
deep,
I'm not gonna
and
lie.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but look, now look.
But we
Look,
made
first
it.
off, can we
But
take
we
a
made it.
moment? Like Shayla has always been so gorgeous to me.
Oh,
Like her,
thank
first off,
you.
I
Girl,
don't know if
thank
you,
you.
girl, thank you. But her skin, I've always been so jealous. It's just like so like radiant and
Thank
just deep in the
you.
color.
It took
Anyways,
years to really like love and
yes,
accept this. Like now, I would not want to be any lighter,
yes,
any shade lighter. Like I am
yes.
perfectly fine with this. Like I
I
love it.
I really do agree with that. Like I think that I think senior year or junior and senior year, I
hmm
think that's whenever I started to really kind of grow my relationship with Christ a little bit more. And so I was
Mm,
started to like kind of see my worth a little bit more.
yeah.
I was still very much insecure, but I think once I got to college actually, that's when I was like, okay, like and I think it also comes with kind of finding yourself as well.
Oh yeah,
Like
most
yeah, like
definitely.
I definitely like I did not know myself at all. Like
hmm
I don't know, I did not know who I was. I didn't know who I wanted to
Yeah.
be. I didn't know like my style. Like I always struggled with my hair. Like I had a relaxer until like sophomore year of high school. And
Okay,
then
that's about the same as me too.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
when I
then
went
I did the
natural.
transition. Like I didn't do a big cut. Like I went from
Same.
I did snip by snip by snip, and that was a rough transition.
Okay.
That was
Oh
so
my
rough.
goodness. But I'm glad I did that instead of
Yeah,
just like the big chop because I felt like that would have
I think
been,
so
oh my
too. I
goodness.
think so too because I really wanted to keep my length. Like I was like,
hmm
even though like my hair was relaxed, my hair was
The
always
length was
long.
there,
Yes,
yes.
and it was. I remember till this day. Like I was walking in the hallway like back in like high school, whatever, and some girl just came over and just started touching my hair. Like and it was a black girl too.
Like, sis,
Yeah,
know.
I think I had just
Oh.
got my hair done. I was like, why are you touching my hair used to be so long, like
Your hair,
right
I
here.
remember, yes, your
Yes.
hair was always really long and
I was like, I
pretty.
need to keep my length. Like I was like, I cannot do no big chop or whatever.
Yeah, I'm such a big advocate for people going on their natural journey.
Yes.
Like, it's really the best for your hair, not
Yes.
having so much chemicals
Yeah.
and really just embracing like the natural hair that grew in your head,
Yeah.
and not trying to
Yeah.
change it. And yeah.
Yeah. I think so too. Like I definitely because I was thinking of it. Sorry, I was thinking about this a couple of weeks ago, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not combing out my locks at all. But if I were
Mm,
to, I was like, what? How would I wear my hair? Like, because I
yeah.
feel like honestly, I may like get a relaxer. I mean, maybe not, but maybe like go like the straight route. I'm not really sure.
You felt like in the future?
Yeah,
Like,
it
oh, okay.
like not like this is in like a whole different world. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
Like, it's you,
I'm
yeah.
not like. There's no ounce of
I'm
my
like, sis, you
body.
can't miss
Yeah, there's not
out.
no ounce of my body that wants to cut my locks or comb them
Right.
out. But in another world, if I were to like not have locks, how would I wear my hair?
Mm,
Cause I don't know.
yeah. I feel like for me, I would definitely just wear like the fro and the
Yeah.
puff, and that's what I was
Mm.
doing before. I actually got locked. So
And I think
yeah.
that was something I struggled with so much growing up
Mm.
because I don't know if you've seen a picture or whatever, but my natural hair was like this. Like it
Oh, so
had,
like uneven
yes,
and.
it was like there was no damage or whatever, but it had two different
Mhm.
curl patterns right down the middle. So this
Mm.
side had a more tighter curl pattern and this side didn't. And so I could
Was it
never,
heat damage from like maybe like straightening your hair
I
or?
think like somewhere between the transition, like they just transitioned differently. I
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
think because I got to multiple like professionals and I was
Mhm.
like, is this heat damage? And they were like, no, it's like
Hmm.
not. And I was
I
like, I'm
mean,
pretty sure it's heat damage. And they were like, no, like your hair's not damaged. It's just like very much,
just uneven and
yeah,
just different patterns.
yeah. And I
Okay.
was like,
Interesting.
it was very, I don't, I still don't know till this day. I don't think it was heat damage, but I never could wear my hair out.
Mm.
Like it would always be in a protective style or like in a bun or something like that because like it was like this.
Yeah, you
Oh
kind of embarrassed
yeah,
about that. For
yes.
me, like before I got locks, I would always, like you said, keep my hair in protective style. So braids,
Mhm.
wigs, anything but my natural hair. Because um, even though my natural hair was very beautiful and I
Mhm.
loved it, it was just a lot of maintenance.
It.
Natural hair
Mm,
is a lot
it's a
of
lot,
maintenance.
and it's
And
expensive too.
girl, the
Yeah.
hair products,
Yes.
oh my goodness.
And
Like,
finding which product works for your curl
yes.
pattern, it's a lot.
So the testing and,
Yes.
air is just, it was, yeah.
Yes.
So it was a few factors that actually like inspired me to get locks. One was the maintenance. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I did my research. Yeah, it takes maintenance, but
Mhm.
not as
Mhm.
much maintenance. I feel like as for like natural hair, like natural loose hair.
Right.
Um, and also, yeah, just me wanting to like embrace really who I was and love myself like naturally. I
Mm.
always had this tendency to think like, oh, I need my hair done. When I get my hair
Mm.
done, like I'll feel good.
Mm.
And yes, that is true, but I wanted to kind of just like embrace all of it.
Mhm.
The when it's not the fresh retwist or when it's like the new growth and the growing
Mm.
out. So that was definitely a big factor for me.
Yeah, I think that 2 points. One, going back on like the maintenance of your natural hair.
Hmm.
I think that like a lot of people back when we were growing up
Yeah.
didn't realize or had the education about how to take care of your natural hair.
Right. Yeah.
I think like now we have so many resources
So
on
many.
like low pro is it
Yeah.
porosity?
Low
Low
porosity, high
porosity, high
porosity. I still don't know.
porosity. Me neither. Still have not did the test. Like the difference between like alcohol and some products, like
Yeah. The
like
chemicals
yes, like
and
stuff like that. I think we're more educated now about how to take care of your actual natural hair. I think there's more resources too, like YouTube, TikTok, like seeing other people with your type of hair and how you can take care of it. But I
definitely.
think like growing up, the easiest thing to do is
Just
just
get
put a
a perm, that
relaxer.
creamy crack. Oh
Get
my gosh. And right now, like, I'm
a
trying to get my family, like my mom and my aunt, to
mm,
just go natural. And I'm like, you don't even have to get locks. I'm a big lock advocate. You don't even
mm,
have to get locks, but at least
mm.
just stop getting the perms. Just stop. Like,
I feel you. I really
just,
do have mixed feelings about it because, like, part of me is like, yes, do the natural hair, like
mm-hmm.
whatever. But another thing, like, it is a lot of maintenance, and the easiest thing to do is just to relax
Yeah.
your hair. And some people, that's what they want to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely different for everyone, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. But I feel like definitely be careful with relaxers.
Definitely. I would say like even now
Yeah.
I've been seeing articles and things coming out with certain like perm
Mm,
products that, are
mm,
cancer causing or, causing
I
some type of
see
like
that.
neurological problem. So now I'm just like,
Mm.
okay, now they're coming out
I
and
can see
kind of,
that.
yeah,
Yes,
so
yes. And also like for me, like I loved having my hair straight, but I didn't have a
mhm.
relax. So you just have to find like that hairstylist or that flat on or whatever. If
Mhm.
you want your hair straight, like just
It's
make
doable. Yeah,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
make it
You really
happen.
can make it straight without
Just
having a
know what works
relaxer.
best for you, do
Yes.
your research.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the second point was how kind of why I started my lock journey was one, because of the unevenness, I felt like I really, really wanted to just wear my hair just the way it
Mhm.
was. And
Yeah.
I felt like locks were kind of like the best thing for me to do. Like, because really you wake up, it's a really wake up and go hairstyle.
Wake up and
It really is a
go.
wake up and go. Like, yes,
Tie it
there's
down at
maintenance.
night, your
Yes,
water, your moisturizer,
yes.
and flip
Literally,
it.
like I'm almost late to work like every single day. So like I get
Yeah.
up,
No,
I
I get
do
it.
a
Yep.
little spritz of the
Do a
hair,
little
and I'm
shake.
good. That's literally it. That's literally it. So very much like if I didn't have my, natural hair, I would have to prep the night before or like have
Oh,
to, it just was a
yes.
whole, like, it was so
I
much
remember
work.
those twist out days.
Yes.
Ooh, hours.
And if your twist out didn't come out right, that was a whole different other thing.
Now that's another hours you gotta
Yes,
do to try to. Oh
exactly. It was
no.
crazy. So that was one thing I really wanted a style that I could just, be confident and just like
Mhm.
having it out. And then like I really again wanted to, kind of see that other side of myself when it comes to my confidence,
Yeah.
like kind of like I don't know, like I really wanted to get into the natural styles. I didn't feel I tried the wigs. Mm-mm.
I had my fair share of wigs. I loved it for a while, and then I was like,
Yeah. Because
okay.
like my thing is like if I'm going to wear a wig, like I want it to be like you cannot see it, like
Yes.
that thing.
Scalp.
And I just could not find someone to do it correctly. I tried to do it
Mhm.
myself, could not do it correctly. I was like, okay, so maybe
Yeah.
wigs are just not for
And
me.
good quality wigs
Yeah,
are a
I was
lot.
about to say that.
They are a lot. Everything. I mean, everything in life is a lot. You
Hmm.
got to pay for everything, but good quality wigs is gonna run you at least minimum two
I was
hundred.
about to say it's a lot of money.
So,
Yes,
mm,
and
girl,
look, and I'm not wearing no wig from the hair store. I'm sorry.
you know, hey, I heard Amazon is doing this thing with the wigs,
Yes,
so but
yes. I will. Oh my goodness. So just that whole thing. And so, I did my research for like a good year because I really thought I was gonna get microlocks,
I remember, yeah, we
and
talked about that.
that was, I
Those are
love.
beautiful.
They're so beautiful. Like
Yes.
sometimes I wish my locks were just a tiny bit
Yeah.
smaller, but it is like with microlocks, it's very much a lot more
Mhm.
maintenance than the regular thing. And I didn't want I'm scared like for it to like rip off or whatever,
Yeah,
fall
they're
out.
really thin.
Yeah.
And they take a long time to install
Yes,
too. They take
yes,
hours upon
yeah,
hours.
yeah. And it's expensive too to install if you want to get it
Mhm.
professionally done. I was like, I don't think so. And so I was talking to everyone was talking to Shayla, our friend. I'm not gonna say her name, but our other friend, she had locks before,
Mhm.
and I was talking to her about it. I was talking to a bunch of girls, and I was like, I just don't know, like da da da.
I remember our talks. I was like, "Girl, just get it. Just do it.
Literally,
Just do
just do it.
it.
And that's really it. You
Just
just
do
have to
it."
just do it. But once I got my locks, like kind of like what Shayla was saying, like I kind of experienced a whole new world of self love.
Yeah.
And they test you too. Like whenever you
I
start
was
a
just gonna
lock,
say, I was
yeah.
like, getting locks is a commitment, and I
Yes.
know a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't commit to something that big." Like, it is a commitment. So if you have
Mhm.
commitment issues, like this will definitely help you with that. I feel like
Yes.
because it's something once you get it. I mean, unless you really just don't like it and want to take it out, but once you get it, it is like it's a part of you. Like it is
Yes. It
locked
really
in. You
is.
are locked in.
Yes.
Ain't no switching up.
Yeah. Literally. Then there's no switching up. And
No
I think
switching
a
up.
lot of like reasons why people do not get locks is because like what my excuse was I changed my hair too much, like I
I
wear it
was
all
just
the
gonna say,
time.
oh,
Yeah.
I like the versatility.
Yes. But locks are very
Please,
versatile.
okay.
Especially if they're like small enough like yours and mine. Like you can do a lot with
Definitely.
it.
And you can even put weave into it if you want.
Mhm.
Like you can do like lock extensions. You can
Mhm.
put wigs on
Yeah.
top of locks.
Yeah.
Like for example, Chloe and Holly,
Yes.
they always are changing
They
their hair. I'm
every
just like,
time,
and
every
their locks are long.
time.
Their locks are
Yes.
long. So I'm like,
Chloe cut hers though.
oh, did she really?
Yeah, it's like right
Okay.
here now.
And
Mm.
I think I would do the same thing, honestly. Like once my hair gets to a certain length, I was gonna
Mm.
just like keep it trimmed
Mm.
because having like I don't know, I feel like that'd be heavy
Yeah.
and a lot of maintenance to
Yeah.
like get
I
done. So
think so
yeah, I think I'm gonna keep
too.
mine. It's kind of yeah, like hers, like shorter length.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really
That'd be
good.
cute.
Yeah, every time I get that, like just a tiny ounce of um, okay, maybe this isn't for me. I just look at Chloe and Halle.
Yeah,
Every time I'm like, they're like
yeah.
the
And
blueprint.
so
I'm like,
right,
you can
and you can
glam.
definitely tell they've been growing their hair for
Yes,
years.
you
Like,
they like the glam, everything, like the versatility. Like just
hmm
look at them. It's so amazing. But I forgot where I was going with this, but Yeah, definitely much versatility. So that was another thing. I made sure mine was small enough to where I
Right.
can do a lot with it and it still look very, whatever. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like your starter lock journey. Like that, I think that
A lot of people, yeah,
really,
I don't want to go through that ugly phase.
yes.
Oh, I hate hearing
And but the
that.
thing is, like, it is an odd phase, I feel like. But I feel like that's
It can
where,
depend,
yeah.
depending on how long your hair is. Like for me, my
Mm,
hair wasn't, I didn't do the big chops, so my hair wasn't like very, very short. So when I
mm,
started it, it had like a good little length. It had some hang
yeah.
time. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I've heard people say that I've cheated because my hair was so long before. So
Oh my
like my
goodness.
hair was probably like right here, and then it
Mm-hmm.
shrunk to
It's
like
the
right
shrinkage,
here.
yeah.
But they were like, "You still cheated because your hair was long,
No,
so you
there
didn't
is,
have to go through
everyone's journey
that."
is different.
Yes, I'm like, please, like that. First off, if you don't like the shrinkage, then just like wait a little bit until it
Mm-hmm.
grows more, and then you can do it. But yeah, the shrinkage is
Yeah.
is crazy. But I feel like your starter locks kind of like get you into like not, it doesn't test you, but it kind of makes you like love your most natural
Yeah,
self.
it puts you out there. Like
Yes.
it's all of you,
Yeah.
It's no covering up. I mean, unless you do decide to cover up with like a wig or something, but it's
Yeah.
really just like it's you in
That's
those
you.
beginning stages. It's like a rebirth. For me, it felt like a
Yeah,
rebirth of
I
like
love that.
becoming
Yeah.
into like this new person or stepping into the person I've always wanted to be, the woman
Mm.
I've always wanted to be. So for me, I saw it as
Mm.
like a rebirth into like, okay, this is my journey of self love, and since
Mm.
then it's been a ride. Not every day you're gonna love it and see like, oh, I look so good. Some
Mm.
days you're gonna say like, okay, it's a
Yeah.
little short here, but if you stick with it and kind of just write it out in patience. It also taught me patience.
Yeah.
I'm always like I
Definitely.
need it, right now. And I feel
Definitely.
like society, we're so caught up in like instant gratification. Like, you post a picture and you get all these likes. Like with locks, it's not just I'm gonna start it and then the next day it's gonna be
Mm.
to the floor. Like
Mm.
it is long. It's a
It's
while.
a
This
while.
is 2 years,
Yeah,
and it might not seem like a lot, but for me and seeing where I started at, this
for
is
sure.
definitely a
For
lot of growth.
sure. I definitely agree with that. Like it's I definitely like how you said like the rebirth.
Hmm.
Like I think didn't even know or realize like that's what I was going through because
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I have a whole new confidence that I just did not
I'm
realize.
telling you, I look at old pictures before I
Yeah.
started, and I'm just like, I look so different, and
Yeah.
not even just with my hair, but just like how I carried myself,
Yeah.
things that I did, things that
Yeah.
I wore. It was just like a whole different person that I'm not leaving, but
Yeah.
I acknowledge her.
Mhm.
But it's just like I said, stepping to like that new chapter and phase of my life of like really loving and accepting like who I am
Yeah.
and
And
who
let
God
me
made me to
know
be.
let me know if you like haven't seen this, but I think we're in this new era right now of like
Hmm.
less is more,
Mm.
and I'm living for it.
Hmm.
I'm so like
Yes.
the simple like just
Simplicity, yes.
it's so
Minimalistic.
like even with like makeup, like I
Mhm.
remember like a couple years ago people were like beat to the face.
Extravagant,
I
yeah.
mean, it's still great like that people do that, but like people were beat to the face like just everything, and now like I
Yeah.
see so many like just very
I
natural
agree. There's
like
beauty in simplicity. And I feel
yes,
like now that people are stepping into that, like they're able to realize that, you can still have value
yes,
within doing, the smallest of things.
yes, yeah, I definitely agree, and I think like that's what I was going to say before. So um our mutual friend that used to have locks that
Yeah.
doesn't have locks, so she challenged me to going 4 months without a
That is
retwist.
who did that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and
I was going to bring that up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am, it's very much, honestly,
Mm.
it's not that bad. It
Yeah.
really is not that bad. I think that's also because like I just go to work and do whatever.
Mm.
But like I that's something that I struggle with a little bit, which I've always wanted a retwist.
Same.
I
If it
needed
was not
everything.
freshly retwisted,
Yes.
if I couldn't see my scalp,
Yes.
but I'm
Yeah.
definitely past that phase.
Yeah, and I
Like, I
but
get
like,
your
I
point.
was like, even so, like it just looks so good. It looks so good.
It does.
Like
It
you,
does.
like I don't
It's something about
know.
it.
It's just something about that frizz that kind
Woo!
of like, you know,
Have me on edge.
keep you on your toes.
You invited me to the podcast, and I was looking at my hair in the
I
mirror. I
was
was like,
like,
"Hey, I see you,
her.
girl." So I was like, "Well, we're just gonna
I
let's leave it
love.
back.
Yes,
It's my
yes,
hair. This is how
yes,
it is."
yes. And I was gonna leave it out, but I was like, I think I want to do a little pony, so we'll do a little ponytail.
So, how many months are you in
I
the?
think I'm almost at 2.5 months.
Okay, you're almost
Yes, yes.
there.
I'm going on vacation in May, so I want to wait until then.
Mm, gotcha.
So we'll be okay.
Okay.
I think we'll be good
Yeah.
because I think the new growth, like, it's not that much frizz as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main thing is just like I really want to, and I can still wash it, but like I
Once you
just
wash it, I would say, yeah, with locks, once you wash it, it does definitely bring out that frizz and that new
yes,
growth, and
yeah, it does, and the main thing is just like I don't want it to get like like it gets really really tangly as well,
Mm.
and so I don't know. I think I'll be okay. I think I might wash it like once between those 4 months, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like once wouldn't hurt,
Yeah,
especially I would say like three, your three
yeah,
month mark,
yeah. I
probably
think
should
three
start
months, but
washing.
we'll see if I get there. I think I'm gonna get
Wow,
there
I feel like
though.
I need to do this challenge now
Yes.
because I would say the longest I've ever went without a retwist was like 2.5 months, nothing
Yeah,
longer. I was just
yeah,
like, I can't do
yeah.
this,
I
but
posted it on my TikTok and like people were saying, "Oh, girl, I wait 6 to 8 months before getting a retwist." I was
yeah,
like,
and
"Y'all
it definitely
stronger than
depends on
me."
your hair too, because like when you're
Mm,
in your first starter lock journey, they do say get it retwisted every like 3 to 4 weeks, and
yes,
as it matures, then you can,
wait a little
wait
longer.
longer. But
Yeah,
6 to 8 months,
that's a
whew,
lot.
y'all got it. Y'all got
That's
it.
a lot. That is a
Oh my gosh,
lot.
I saw this video of this guy. He didn't get a retwist for like it was like 3 years, and it was nothing but like new
Mm,
growth, and then like at the end you could like see. I was like, wow.
that I think that's a little too much.
I don't know if he was trying to.
I
I
think
don't
that's a
know.
little too
I don't know
much.
what he was trying to do, but yeah, that I'm thinking about the person that was doing his hair, like
Yeah,
all the detangling,
yeah,
the washing. I'm
yeah,
definitely sure he had to do like a lock detox
yeah. I was like, oh
because
God, like
that's what he
what?
said.
That all that?
You could have had something in there.
Yeah, like I don't think he washed his hair in like 3 years. That's wild. That's nasty. I'm sorry.
Y'all, please wash your hair.
Please,
Please. You don't
please.
want to
Just because
find
your hair is locked
bugs
doesn't mean your
and
hair.
things in there. Please wash your
Yes,
hair.
like oh my goodness, I don't know about that one. And then I feel for hairdressers. That's how I know
That's what
like
I'm
I'm not meant to be
saying.
one full time
She should
because
charge him a good 500.
I would say
Or more.
maybe more than that. Jeez Louise. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, so anyway, so I think that I don't know. I think that that's definitely a rebirth. Like it definitely teaches you patience.
Hmm.
It teaches you a lot like in this journey and I'm loving every second of it. I think I found like it's like a new Soraya and I'm liking
Yeah.
it. I'm liking it a lot.
And like I love the community too. Like I love it's like once you get locked, you attract a
Mm,
different type of people.
yes,
Like,
God,
you'll see people and
yes.
you see their locks, they'll compliment yours. You say, "Oh,
Oh
how
my
long have you had?"
goodness.
It's just like it's instant friendship at that point because it's like
Literally,
you got locks, I got locks. Let's be friends.
facts,
Let's talk.
facts.
Let's chop it up.
That is
So,
something that I have like also something new that's been experienced is
hmm,
like just like random people coming up to me
yeah.
just complimenting my locks like
Hmm.
I'm a micro influencer on TikTok now like I literally have like thousands of people
Uh-huh.
who literally
Who
are
look
like
up to
who
you
look
and
up to
yeah,
me
they're
and
inspired by you.
that's so insane to me like
Hmm.
I appreciate like every single I did not like it just it's so wild because
Yeah.
it also gives you another like confidence level that like okay like this is good like my
Right,
life
like
is
I'm doing
like
this for me, but also like now I have people who I'm
yeah
inspiring and influencing to start on their journey. So
yeah I definitely like it's a whole thing like I'd be walking around I was like oh
yeah,
look I love
I
being a
love
part of the
it.
lock
I
community
do
I love it so much
I love compliments on my locks.
yeah
It's just like, and once I colored it, because I know, like for me, when I hit my 2 year anniversary, I was like, I want to do something different. I was ready for a
mm,
change, and I was like, what can I do, outside of just like getting a new hairstyle? Because I love the hairstyles I can do, and I wanted to color it, but I was so scared because I didn't want to bleach my hair. But I know my hair was really dark and it needed something to kind of like lift it to bring out that color. But after I did some research, I looked at some TikTok videos. I found a method that works. No bleach, none of that, and it has a slight little brown tint,
Yeah.
but it's
I think it's
it's
good.
yeah, it's enough for me.
I am not on that level yet. I've always been afraid of color. Like since like my loose
Mm,
natural hair, like my box braids just
yeah.
straight black, like no, never tight. That's my
Mm.
sister. She's the famous
Sound like you
redhead that y'all
gotta
be seeing on
sound
TikTok.
like a new challenge.
I don't know. I think like your roommate when I was doing her hair,
Hmm.
she was talking about how well I saw that she had like that one blue lock, and I was like, I might do something like that.
Yeah.
Like do like maybe one that's
Yeah,
like
definitely feel like a start to
blonde or
kind of just
something
like
like
see,
that.
get comfortable with
I
it.
don't know though. Like, and I just think I don't know. Like, I'm not
I
really
can see
sure
like a
what
couple brown
you think.
locks.
What
Yeah.
color do you feel like all over I would be?
All over.
Yeah, because I think black.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't know about all over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like I'm just like black
A
as
black
me.
girly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think there's nothing wrong. I don't know because I love redhead girlies, like black
Hmm.
girls. I'm like,
Have you ever tried like weave or anything with like color?
mm-mm,
See, that was
no.
me too. And I knew like I wasn't a blonde girly, I
Mhm.
wasn't a red girly, but I was
Mhm.
like, I love the color brown.
Yeah.
It's just something about being a brown skin
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Just the so I
Yes.
was like, I need to do brown. I was like, I think
Mhm.
it'll just fit me. And I was striving for a skin tone brown, like a
Okay.
chocolate skin tone
Yes.
brown. And
I think you got it. It looks great. I'm
thank
loving the
you.
brown. I think I did try color once
Hmm.
and I had butterfly locks, but I don't think I like
Okay.
butterfly locks. So I think that's why I didn't like the color
Yeah.
because I didn't like how it
Butterfly
looked
is
on
different.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that was a thing, but I think if anything, maybe a brown. Mm, I really don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know, like,
Do
cause
one, just do one.
I think I am gonna do
How many
one.
you think she should do one? I think
Yes.
she should do at least one.
I think I'm gonna do at least
Just do
one. I
one.
don't know when, but I think I'm gonna do at least
Yeah,
one.
no rush, no rush. Whenever feel drawn to it,
Yeah,
whenever you're ready.
yeah, I'm not sure
Once you do
when.
that one, you'll probably forget that you even dyed it. Like
Yeah,
it'll just become part of your
I
identity. And
think
that's
so
another thing.
too.
Getting lost, it just became a part of
I
my
think yes.
identity. I was like, I
Mhm.
can't even see myself with anything
Me
else
neither.
other than locks.
Do you think like you'll want first like your husband have locks, and do you think that you'll give your kids locks when they're growing up?
If you know me, you know I always say my man has to have locks. My man have to have locks. And I just feel like it just would work. It would just
Mm,
look so good.
for
And
sure.
I was just like, we would be locked in and locked in. Like what? But it's not like a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like that's non-negotiable, but it
Mhm.
is something I would desire from a man to have locks. Kids, I have this talk with friends all the time. I definitely do want them to have a choice in what they want to do with their hair, but I also feel like
Yeah.
they would love it and appreciate me for starting their lock journey,
Mm.
at a young age.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could, get them locked in, and then later on, if they want to like, comb them out or cut
Mm.
them, or just have it start with them just having a choice. I don't know. I'm kind of just like I don't know, because I have friends who started their locks, like their parents started their locks,
Mhm.
at young ages before they
Mhm.
even really knew what it
Yes.
was,
Mhm.
and they love it and they still
Yeah.
have it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I think I can kind of have the same answers. I think that it doesn't really matter if a man have locks or not. I
Hmm.
think it'll be nice if it
So
does,
cute.
but it would be really really cute. But I don't really have um like a yay or nay when it
Hmm.
comes to that.
When it comes to hair in general, or just like locks,
When it comes to locks, I
locks.
think
Okay. It's just like,
I think I hate like the box cuts type thing.
when
I
it's like squared.
maybe there was another. forgot. I can't picture it. There's one other like style that I see guys wear, and I'm like, that's just so childish to me. But I can't remember what
I'm
it is.
trying to think. I don't know.
I've been liking cornrows recently. I don't know how I feel. Like I don't know if
I
that's a
saw a
good thing or
guy
bad.
recently with corn. And I was
I'm
like,
like,
it
I
was
kind
giving
of like
90s.
it.
I was like, I
Yeah.
like
I
this. So
I'm
yeah,
kind of digging
the
it.
cornrows, the
Yes.
shaves, the
Yeah.
low cut,
Yeah.
the
I
locks,
think
of
I
course.
think my forever favorite would be like the wave type look. Just like a
Mm,
nice like
that
give
fresh,
yeah, it's
yeah,
very much like
yeah.
man, adult, like I'm just chilling. But if you have locks,
Guys
I'm
with locks,
totally
I'm
down.
just holla at me.
Like
We got locks.
I like it. I like it a lot. But my kids, I think I would start it like when they're like in elementary school or something like
Hmm.
that, so where they can actually have a like they know what I'm
Right.
doing, they have an understanding of what locks are. I think I will really really want them to have locks though,
Yeah.
but I'm of course like it's their choice or whatever. But like just imagine
I was
how
gonna say that.
long,
Imagine
like imagine how long
how
your hair
long it
will
would be,
be.
and just imagine like a cute little family of locks. Just
It's
everybody got
so gosh,
locks.
like it's amazing. Like I remember the first like there's this girl that I saw at the mall, and that was the day that I was like, okay, I'm getting locks.
Mm.
And she had these red micro locks, and they were like all the way
Ooh,
down. She was so
micro,
yeah, they
and they
were
were
micro locks, and I could just tell that she's had
wow.
them since like middle school,
Hmm.
elementary school. Like they were just so
Yeah,
long and mature, and I was like, yeah,
today's the day.
yeah,
It's
it's time to
on.
do some research. But I stray away from microlocks, but I don't know. It just that's a whole like your hair will be so long and healthy
Hmm.
and da. I don't know.
And that's when I know my some of my family members, when I decided to get locks, they were kind of just like, "Why did you do that? Your
Mm,
hair was so pretty." Like
mm,
they have this misconception of locks being like nappy or
mm,
just not looking as professional and kept. And now they see me, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm
mm.
so glad you did
Yeah,
this."
yeah.
Like it's like first you didn't want me, now I'm hot.
It's so funny because my mom was the exact same way. She was like, I don't think you should get it because like
Yes,
you'll change your
yeah,
hair too much.
yeah.
And now she's considering getting locks. My
Mm-hmm.
sister has locks. My other sister has locks.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to convince my brother to get locks.
I
I'm
started my little
like,
sister. I started her locks like a couple months ago, and
yeah,
she's in love. And I'm like, I
yeah.
told you,
Please
join the
just get
gang.
on. Like it's so great. It's so amazing. Have you so how are you how's your like self-love journey like right now? Like do you have any struggles that you're still dealing with? Like not even just with
Yeah.
your hair, but just in
But
general.
just in general, I would say that throughout the years, I've seen a lot of growth, and also some steps back. So, it's not going to be a perfect journey. It's not going to
For
be
sure.
linear. It's definitely like some highs and some lows. But I would say that I'm stepping into like a season to where I really am embracing like all of me.
Mm,
Inside, outside. Um, and there's some work still I feel like can be done. I would say one of my biggest things is just like comparison and like social media.
yeah.
I took a break for a while, and I definitely saw a drastic change in like how I felt in my overall mood. But I would say that's kind of still one of the main things I kind of struggle with. Even like I told you, doing this podcast and kind of
Mhm.
like putting myself out there like on the internet and putting myself out there to be perceived for some reason really does bother me. It takes a toll
Mm.
on me. So
I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah, I think with me, a new insecurity that I've like gotten for some reason, I've started to have really bad acne. Like, and I've had it for like
Oh,
months. Like, I don't know
okay.
if you can tell because I have makeup on, but like, it's like lots of hyperpigmentation. Like, just like my face is always like irritated, and
Hmm.
it just literally came out of
And this is new. Like
nowhere.
you never had.
No, like, and I there was one period, it was like the beginning of COVID where I had
Hmm.
like an outbreak for a couple months or so, but like I tried black soap and it cleared everything right up. But
Yeah,
now it
okay.
seems like whatever I put on my face, like it just does not work at all. And so I think I'm trying, like, I'm not sure where it came from. I'm not sure like what's going on, but I'm really trying to just not embrace it, but like know that
Yeah.
that's not what people
And
see.
maybe stress. I know like sometimes you say
Oh
you've
yeah.
been dealing with a lot of
Yeah,
stress.
it's
Yeah.
definitely stress. But the thing is, I've always been stressed. I'm not sure why it
Well, it's a
chose like
different level
right
of stress. It's a
now
different type of
to like pop
stress.
up. But yeah, that's something that I'm kind of like trying to get through, is just being confident in myself, even with acne. But like definitely comparison. I
Yeah.
compare myself a lot. I'm like even like just I've been looking at her
And
skin
I
this
feel
whole
like
entire time. I'm like, her skin is so clear. But like that, like just that whole
yeah.
thing of just like, okay, it's okay. Like,
And I mean, everyone struggles with comparison, even if they
yeah,
don't want to, come to terms with it or not. But subconsciously, like we're always comparing ourselves because there's always outside influences other than us that's,
hmm,
around. You have friends, you have people on social media, you have this, you have that. So it's like, even if you don't say anything, out in the open, you're always like subconscious, like thinking like,
yeah,
wow, like, I wish I had this, or,
yes,
how did she get this? Like, it's always going to be there,
yes,
but it's just like learning to regulate it and not
yes.
letting it consume you and consume like
Mm,
your thoughts,
And I think that's like, I don't think I've gotten to that point of like letting it consume me, because I'm really trying to, like, now I know I'm gorgeous. I
Right.
know I'm beautiful. Like
Of
I know
course.
that, like, I have to be confident in myself through the good and bad. So I'm
Right.
trying, like, even though like, you have those days where you feel a little insecure, lots of rejection and stuff like that, like just being able to say like, hey, like, you're gorgeous, like inside and out, like you
Right.
deserve so this and so much more, like it's okay. And so I try to like
Definitely. Yep.
regulate and like say those affirmations, and if it, and that takes like taking a break from
Hmm.
social media, like go ahead
Yeah.
and do so.
I know, like one thing, once I came to terms with realizing, like, I am one of one, like, I am one of a kind,
For
like,
sure.
there's no one ever that can be created that's gonna look like me, act
Per,
like me, talk like me,
per.
like, I'm unique, and perfectly imperfect in all my ways.
Yes.
So once I kind of like really started believing that, I was like, wow, like,
Yeah.
I'm me.
Come on.
I'm me.
I am
Come
that
on.
girl. There's
I'm
no
me.
one like me.
But I like that you brought up the words of affirmations
Yeah.
because before I even kind of like knew what that was, like I said, I never really had people in my life like pouring into me,
Mm.
and really giving me those words of affirmation that we need as a
Mm.
child. So once I realized and learned and became knowledgeable about what words of affirmation were, how they can help me in my daily life, and incorporating them, like it really did make a huge change. Like I
Mm.
felt more confident, more sure of myself, by just telling myself things. Because if you can't love yourself first,
For
how can you
sure.
ever expect anybody else to?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And I think that's something I've been trying to live by. I was like,
mhm.
you here, you want a relationship, but how are you insecure in yourself? Like, and I think that's why a lot of people like they in
Yeah,
relationships and they insecure and they expect their
yeah.
partner to give them all
Hmm.
those effort.
Your
Like,
cup has to be already filled.
yeah,
You can't
exactly.
expect someone to come in and your cup is empty and they pour everything that they
That's
have,
very
because
much
when they
draining.
leave
Yeah.
and they take everything that they poured into your
Then
cup, now you're
what?
empty. Now you're back
Exactly.
left with what you started with, which was
Exactly.
nothing.
You gotta be
So
confident in yourself
yeah.
before you can be confident with somebody else.
Hmm.
Like it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's just gonna
And
bring so many issues.
one thing that my friend said to me, that I loved, she was just like, when you love yourself, people love you more,
Very much
and people
true.
can only love you as much as you love
Yes.
yourself.
People can see your confidence. Like that's one thing that attracts people to
Yeah.
you. I feel like that's why so many people have been attracted to like me now. It's just because
Hmm.
like I carry like this confidence that I didn't
Yeah, that
have
energy,
back
that
then.
aura, like it's around you,
Yes,
like it's literally
yes,
like it's
for sure.
magnetizing,
Yes, definitely. Like whenever you have that confidence and you wear your confidence
Hmm.
like out, like people notice it
Yeah.
and they're like,
walking stern in who you are and really
Yes,
loving and embracing like
for
your
sure.
unique personality, your unique being. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. And I know affirmations are a little like awkward.
yeah, some people think they're
I struggle.
corny.
Yeah, I still struggle with it. I don't like wake up in the morning and say like you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, da 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 da. But I know like whenever I get down on myself, like I'm like okay, like Soraya, like you're beautiful. Like I try and
Right.
like
Throughout the day, like when you need that pep talk, look in the mirror,
yes,
like, girl, you got this. You are
yes,
you. Like,
yes. Like I'll be in the gym, light work, Soraya. Come on,
no, we
light
got
work,
this.
right? So yeah, I really like that
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
I would
Anything
also say like I don't know, sometimes when I am not feeling my best and not
else?
feeling the prettiest, like a little quick little makeover, throwing some cute
That
clothes,
part.
doing your makeup,
Yes.
and just going out, just going to grab
Yes.
some lunch, go to Starbucks, just like anything, kind of just like get
Yes.
out and
I'm due for that soon.
yeah.
I'm due for that soon. Like solo dates should like I definitely need to normalize a lot more.
Yeah.
I go get my toes done. That's my little solo date I do every month. But like I don't know. I think it's very. I'm nervous just to like dress up and go
Yeah,
out to like
and it can
dinner.
be very intimidating, and not even like for me, I realized that solo dates it doesn't have to be going to lunch or going to dinner, or a solo date
Yeah.
can be you going to the park and just
Mm.
bringing some paint, bringing your book.
Mm.
A solo date can be you running yourself a nice bubble bath with some
Mm.
music and some candles. Like that's to me, that's a date.
For sure.
To
I'm
me, that's a
definitely for
date,
sure. Yes.
and yeah, so it doesn't. I always thought too. I was like, oh my gosh, like going to dinner,
Yeah.
but a solo date can be anything that you do that's spending time with yourself,
Yes.
for yourself, by
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
You know,
Not worrying about
just
nobody else.
nobody,
Yes.
something that you love. It can be watching your favorite show
For
and eating
sure.
some
For
pizza.
sure.
That's a date. You go
For
to the
sure.
movies, and
Yep.
that's a date. So
Yeah.
watching a movie by yourself can also be a date
Yeah.
too.
Because
So
at the end of the day, you just have yourself. You
yeah.
just have yourself, and you're going to die with just yourself. So you got to be comfortable with
Yeah,
yourself.
you
You
are
know
the
what I'm
only
saying?
person that you have to live with for the rest of
That
your
part.
life.
That's wild.
So
That's a wild concept to have.
yeah,
But
you came in by yourself.
you will go out by yourself. That's wild. So be confident. Be confident. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. Like I hate like people say like oh I hate the word ugly because like
Mm, yeah,
everyone beauty is subjective.
it
Like
is.
everybody is beautiful to somebody, and then yourself. Like if no one's like beautiful, like say you're beautiful by yourself. I guess I'm not sure.
And just like embracing all your imperfections, you're
Yes,
not gonna be perfect.
yes.
And I know, like for me, one like I just used to just stand in the mirror and look and see like, okay, I have this
Mm,
spot, I have this, and it's just
that's
like
what I do right now with my
though
face.
people you think that people can see it and notice it, and they can't. It's only
Mm,
you because you know yourself and you know what's on your face or what's on your body, but
yeah,
no one's looking that deep, no one's
yeah.
checking for you
That's
that
very
hard.
true. That's very,
So
very
don't
true.
even try
Or they
to,
don't care. Like
yeah,
it's
like
like,
it's a lot of things that we think
yeah.
people
Oh, you have a
they,
pimple? I had one last week. Like it's
it's
okay.
just like
Yeah,
just do you, it's gonna
yeah.
be okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Her. Anything else?
um no, I mean, if you need some advice, some tips, I'm here.
Yes, yes. Like definitely on my lot girly. Y'all know my
Yeah, just reach out to
TikTok.
people.
I'll put all her things over there. So what would be your jewel of the week? Like what have you learned from this discussion?
Hmm. I've learned that, and I mean, I already knew this, but still, like hearing friends talk about it, that we all struggle with something. We're
Mm,
all still learning to love ourselves and learning to get to know ourselves. So just know that you are not alone in this journey. Like,
mm,
there are people that you can reach out to and find community,
for sure.
with if you're ever struggling or need just like a pep talk or someone to really just speak with. So,
Mm. Yeah, I love that. I think for me, definitely love yourself in the good, bad, and ugly. Like,
hmm
and I already said I don't like the word ugly, but just through like your transition stages, like you are just, growing into just such, you're growing into who you're supposed to be. So just love yourself like through that, you know what I'm saying? And the only person who can love you the most is you and God. So,
Like,
and God. So like he again, you are made in his image, so you have to love your image.
perfectly
You know,
imperfect. Yeah.
you're perfectly imperfect. So, um,
I know for me, like one thing I realized and I started saying, I was like, if you don't love yourself, then you don't love God because
facts,
He made you.
facts.
And so,
Like you are
if you don't love yourself, you don't
handcrafted
love
in
it.
the image of God.
Yeah.
Like you have got to understand that. And then whenever I understood that, I was like, okay, we're
Right. There's nothing I need to do to my
exactly.
body or,
No,
get done.
yeah,
It's just like I am who I am. He
facts.
wanted me this way, so I'm gonna be this way.
Her. Okay, well, thank you
This was
so much for
nice.
joining me. I had
Thank you
such
for
a good
having
talk.
me.
Thank y'all again for tuning in. I'm not sure how long it was, but thank you for those who stayed till the very end.
Real one.
Follow, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Um, I I usually put like a comment. So comment your self love journey. Comment like if you are wanting locks, like I don't know, comment something.
Yeah.
Um, and
Comment things that help you in your journey of loving yourself and finding
yes,
yourself. Like,
yes,
some tips. Because
yes,
what you learn, you can share with others and it might
yes.
can inspire them too.
I
So
love that. Yeah. So okay, well, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see you next week.
bye.
Bye.